Good day, good day, good day, everyone. It looks so dark in here. Good day. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is SIP. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. I can almost hear you saying it with me. Practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, welcome to today's show. We are live and we are starting a new series today. Yes, we are. So, I just got back from the gym. Oh, it felt so good. I took a strength training class, lifting weights and such. It was delicious. So, and it's in alignment with today's topic that I want to share with you all. Good day, Pamela. It's good to see you. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and streaming on New Thought Media Network. So, welcome. So, as I was doing my morning practice, I was thinking about what our new series would be, because our series last week was what? No complaints. How you're doing with your no complaining? No complaining. How is that going for you, Linda? No complaints. We are in February, and I invited everyone to join me as we continue no complaining for the month of February. So, let me know how that is going. I caught myself in complaint over the weekend. I don't remember what I was in complaint about, but I immediately recognized that's where I was headed, and I went, stop the car. Where you going? I took a deep breath. I said something I'm grateful for and kept it moving and kept it moving. So, it's about awareness and taking action. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. If you were looking for a sip yesterday, I totally forgot to load the show. You'll know on Monday I do a replay of a previous series and totally forgot. Totally forgot. Monday's my Sabbath and I slept in, y'all. I slept in. I had a good sleep and I slept off and on till like noon, Shay, yesterday. It was wonderful. And then I got up and took care of some personal business and had a very good day. So, this morning, as I was saying, I was going through my spiritual morning practice rituals. How you're doing with your rituals, your morning routines, your evening routines. My evening routine's a little shaky, y'all. It's a little shaky. I gotta shore up that evening routine. My morning routine is like it's popping now. It's on. But that evening one is still a little unstable. So we're gonna focus on that some more. So I was wondering, what shall we talk about today? And I checked in, open for the download, crickets. I was like, okay, we'll just keep going. We're doing what we're doing. So I was looking for something in my little basket that I keep little goodies in, little spiritual goodies. And I came across a old um article from the Science of Mind magazine. And y'all know me. I don't think anything is a coincidence. I don't think anything is an accident. Every time something pops up, I'm like, ooh, like I'm excited about it. I'm like, ooh, what is this? What is this? Why is this showing up in my life right now? Right? That's where I go. That's where I go. So I find this article. It's from October 2009. An old article. I just found it in my little basket of spiritual goodies. And I said, let me look at this. So I start reading the article. The article is titled Completions and Creations. And I started reading. Let me share the first paragraph with you. Each month, a group of us gather for completions and creations, gently looking at the past month and setting a clear intention for the new. That's responsibility and creation in action. It's a powerful spiritual practice. I said, "Oh, I love that. I love that." We just ended January and we're in our new month of February. And I said, "Wouldn't that be fun to talk about our completions from January and what we are looking to create in February?" So I was like, I think I like this idea. So I started thinking about my completions in January. And I'll just share one with you because some would regard it as a failure. So my goal in January, the goal that I set for myself in January was to jump rope. And I decided on jumping rope because I don't walk as much as I used to in the wintertime because it's cold. And yes, 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 I know I could bundle up and go for my walk. I know I can. I choose not to because I don't like walking in the cold. I don't like being cold, and I don't like walking in extreme, extreme heat and humidity either. So the extremes don't work for me. So I said, okay, well, you're not going to go all winter without doing something for cardio. So I said, okay, we're going to jump rope. So my goal that I set for myself for January was to jump 1,000 times, right? 1,000 jumps, right? So I haven't jumped rope seriously in quite some time. I've done it off and on in different exercise classes and stuff, but not like that kind of goal. So I found me a jump rope app. I downloaded the app so I could count my jumps and all the things. And January 31st, which I believe was Friday, I was up to 875 jumps. Now my goal for January was 1,000 jumps. So I didn't meet my goal, right? And I said to myself, that's okay because there's February. And we could continue to set that goal for February. So I completed January. I assessed. I made it to 875 jumps, not 1,000. Now, would I count that as a completion? Would you count that as a completion for yourself? So I count it as a completion for myself because my goal was twofold: to find something to do to substitute walking, which for me was jumping rope. And then the second part was to jump 1,000 jumps by the end of the month. Now, what I should say, I started this like the middle of January. I didn't even start this January 1st. I started this like it might have been in the 20s actually when I think about it. So let's say in like 2, 3 weeks, I don't think it was that long, 2.5 weeks, that's what I was able to accomplish. I count that as a win, y'all. One, because I did it almost every day, 5 times a week, sometimes six. I made sure I jump rope. And I started doing it as my first thing because in the 5 a.m. club, shout out to all my 5 a.m. clubbers out there. One of the things that the author says to do in the first hour is to move, reflect, and grow. And I was of the mind that I would do the move part last. And so that's what I was doing. And then one day I said, you know what? Let me try it his way and do the move first. Ooh, it was amazing. Just that shift, because I usually meditate first. And instead of meditating, I said, I'm going to jump rope first. Oh, that made such a difference, right? Because the dopamine kicks in, the grogginess, the brain fog clears out. Like all these things happen hormonally and chemically in my brain by moving first. So I'm getting off track first. Let me get back on track. So that's something that for me, I'm counting as a completion. And I'm moving it into February. So this is the invitation for us to set intentions at the beginning of the month for the things that we would like to accomplish in that month. And when we get to the end of the month, to just take inventory. How did you do? What did you learn? What did you discover? Right? To just be curious about setting the intention and then assessing how you did at the end of the month. So what do you think about that? What you think? Beginning of the month, set the intention. End of the month, assess. So let me give you a little bit more. All right, let me check in with y'all because I see y'all putting stuff. Let me check in. Hey, Fee King. So, Linda says she slipped into complaint thinking. I consciously declare some gratitudes. Good for you, Linda. When you slip, it's okay. You catch yourself. Fee, good morning. I bought some thoughts that felt like the tip of complaint. I quickly checked myself. Yes, Fee, that's the experience I was having as well. Hey, Deborah Riva from Greenport. Hey, just double jumped into SIP. Wonderful, Deborah. Wonderful. Fee, 875 jumps. Yes, bravo. Yes, continue. I like to join you. I'll take my rope to the gym. I love this. Wonderful. Join me. Join me. You know, I love company. Mazel tov to you, Deborah. Where do I jump rope? Okay, y'all. I jump rope in my kitchen. So let me tell you why. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so it's 5:30 because from like 5 to 5:30, I'm doing like bathroom stuff. So my goal is to be downstairs by 5:30. No checking the phone, none of that stuff, y'all. Don't check your phone first thing in the morning. Don't. Come downstairs, and everyone else in the house is sleeping. And so I don't want to disturb the household. So ultimately, I would love to jump rope in the living room. But I figured that might disturb folks. So I go in the kitchen because there's a door from our dining room into the kitchen. So I could close that door and I'll go in the kitchen. And that also keeps Davy the cat out because I don't want to mistakenly hit Davy with the rope. And Davy's a little afraid of the rope. So I also want to like not have him have anxiety about the jump rope. So I do it in the kitchen, Sekou. I close the door and I do it in the kitchen, and it's wonderful. So that's why I do it. That's why I do it. All right, y'all. All right. So let me get back to the invitation. And I want to share a little bit more with you from the article that I found from October 2009. She writes, and this is from Catherine Linover, and she's a financial planner and a religious science practitioner. She says, I invite you to this experience, applying it to your finances. You would love that, Sekou. But we're going to apply it to anything, right? Any area of our lives. Completions begin with recording what's happened. In the past month, you may have supported the source of your good, paid attention to your credit card statement, asking was that a need or a want, and contributed to your 401k. Evaluated insurance coverage, updated your will, or refinance your home. No stories, just examine what happened. So I want to highlight that because you'll know I love me a good story. But no stories, just what happened. I just gave you a whole big story about the jump rope, right? No stories, just what happened. So my goal for completion for January was 1,000 jumps. When I evaluated, it was 875. That's it. No story, right? She goes on to say, next, record any challenges. Perhaps you grieve carefree spending, the financial chasm between you and your partner worsened, or you had an experience of a recent job loss. Get it all out. Feel it deeply. Don't run away. So y'all know I'm all about feeling our feelings. So we feel it deeply. Whatever happened, it happened. Don't run away from it. And then lighten up, she says. Lighten up. List what connections or synchronicities occurred. Did you just happen to be in the right place at the right time? There are no accidents. List them all. I love that as well. So for the creations part, ask yourself, what one word describes the month you like to create? Then build an affirmation on that theme. It should make you tingle, not feel flat. For example, I trust and know that God is my source. Put the theme and the statement where you will notice them throughout the month. Creations and completions. Try this process regularly and watch your shift in consciousness emerge. I love that. So we have our quality for 2025, right? So if you don't have your quality yet for 2025, make a decision and choose your quality that you want to experience, express, embody more fully in 2025. So I could add you to our growing 2025 quality list. And so for many of us, that is our focus, right? That's our big focus for 2025. Now, we could break that down monthly, right? Because we take baby steps. We take baby steps. So take your quality, right? And decide from your quality what your intention is for completion in February. So, for example, one of my qualities is order. So, one of the things that I want to complete for February 2025 is order in paper. So I did really well in January depleting paper, mail specifically. So now I'm going on to phase 2, which is another, and I'm looking right at it, stack of mail that I need to go through. So my quality is order. My intention that I'm setting is to go through the mail that is stacked right over there on this chest and be complete with that by the end of the month. And then I break that down into baby steps, right? So for 5 minutes, I'm going to take a stack, go through it. Alarm goes off. I stop. I go and I do something else, right? For the month. And then at the end of February, I assess, did I complete that goal or not? And if I didn't, what were the challenges? What got in the way? I could do an assessment, look at my learnings, and apply them to the next month. So who's with me? Who's with me? Completions and creations for February. So I would suggest no more than 5 things. Don't overwhelm yourself, preferably 3, but no more than 5. And you could pick something from different areas of your life that you want to focus on. So it could be financial, it could be health, it could be spiritual, it could be a relationship, it could be a project that you want to work on. You decide, right? Write it down. Write it down. We know that there's power in writing things down. The likelihood of you doing it increases significantly when you write it down with your hands, not typing it, with your hands. Okay? So we're going to make baby steps throughout the month for our completion and creation for the month. All right, Sekou Rice is in. All right, Sekou. So let me see if there's anything else I want to share about this. So we'll do a check-in. We'll check in at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month. Okay? So the beginning of the month, you set your intentions, write them down, no more than 3 or 5. And then at the end of the month, we'll check in and see how we did. Not judging how we did at all. Just assessing, evaluating, getting curious about what happened. Okay? All right, y'all. So Linda's mulling it over. It feels interesting. All right, all right. And make it your own, right? So if you want to abbreviate it in any kind of way, do that. Make it your own. So there are no accidents. I found this morning. It's perfect. I love it. It's the beginning of February. It's just February 4th. So after SIP, well, maybe not after SIP. I think I have a client, but sometime today, I'm going to write out what my 3 to 5 intentions are for completion based on my quality of order and prosperity. I think I'm going to pick those 2 qualities for myself. All right? And we get to work with our qualities. All right, y'all. So Miss Deborah said, and each time you do 5 minutes, give yourself a little reward, i.e., a cup of tea, a little chocolate, etc. Oh, I love that. I love that. Speaking of a cup of tea, I got my tea right here. That's been steeping, and I love rewards. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for yourself. Thank you for that, Deborah. Deborah, what's your quality for 2025? Let me know. What's your quality for 2025? All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. I want to give a shout out to my 30-day mental dieters. Today is our last class, and I love the last class because people share their affirmative prayers, their diets that they created for themselves. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's our last class tonight, 7 p.m. And we will do the 30-day mental diet again next January. So set the intention for that. January 2026, the 30-day mental diet class. So the next thing that we will be doing, I'm really excited about. Speaking of prosperity as one of my qualities, we will be doing Dare to Prosper. This is by Catherine Ponder, and she's an amazing prosperity teacher. And this is what we'll be doing in lieu of our community cafe. So this is on Wednesday, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Every Wednesday in the month of February, we will be using the principles of, there it is. I was looking for the flyer. We will use the prosperity principles outlined in the book, Dare to Prosper. And it's going to be great because she is very detailed about the path to prosperity. So join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's free for everyone. It is on Zoom, and you can go to rocklandcsl.org and find the Zoom link under Community Cafe. So get the book, y'all. Get the book now. Read chapter 1 because we're going to go through chapter 1 tomorrow. Okay. What else is going on that I want to share? So my next group, Spiritual Life Counseling group, is starting in a couple of weeks, February 18th through March 25th. It's 6 weeks. It's a 6-week commitment. And we're focusing on our purpose, planning, priorities. What is it that you are focusing on for yourself for 2025? And it's all based in our calling, our gifts, our purpose. So You can reach out to me. You can send me a direct message and let me know if you are interested in group spiritual life coaching. Again, we start February 18th. That's a Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. The group is 8. We have 6 slots available. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can reach out to me also by sending me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook at I am Rev Melissa. Okay. I don't have my Joy News card with me, so I'm remembering things off the top of my head. So I think that's all I have for today. Okay, yeah. So I will see you all tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Yeah. Completions and creations. What are yours for the month of February? And we'll check in tomorrow. And I'll have more to say about completions and creations for sure. So, peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.